Okay. Video number 1. I was waiting to do some kind of introduction, but I decided against that because the planting method that I'm using, the propagating method that I'm using, might not be known to everyone. So I thought, this might be a good place to start. I don't know. Anyway, what I have here is Purple Passion Vine that my beloved husband brought me home from work, from one of his customers. And what I'm doing is I am dividing it into sections. I am pulling off the leaves, kind of tossing them aside, especially, yeah. Alright. Ooh, this one has some damage in the middle, so we'll probably discard that whole thing. Alright, start over. If you guys know me, you know I don't mind doing that at all. This is all an experiment. That's why I tell everybody that says they don't have a green thumb is, it's really all an experiment. Okay, my rooting powder, if you will, is 100% organic cinnamon. Cinnamon is antibacterial and antimicrobial, so it'll keep, I don't know if I said that right, it will keep our ends from getting rotten, which is pretty important. You don't want a mold or a mildew to set in where you want roots to grow, obviously. Cinnamon helps prevent that. It's, in the long run, if you ask me, much less expensive than any rooting hormone that you'll use. And if you keep up with what we do around here, we try to keep it 100% organic. I'm not sure how organic some of that rooting hormone is. So I'm taking the end that has a feeler and where a flower once was. It is my belief, and no, I do not have any proof on this, but if you watch them grow in the wild, it makes a lot of sense. Where those feelers are is where our new roots will come from. Like I said, if you watch them grow in the wild, you may have one growing near a field near you. You never know. They grow, they're essentially a ground cover. Most people, if you're growing them in your yard, you want them to go up. But naturally, they're more of a ground cover and grow in fields. So, taking that premise from the plant, I decided that I was going to break this into nodes. And again, everything's an experiment. There's things that I know will work, and there's things that, let's see if that'll work. This is kind of let's see. If so, we are going to have a huge sale on Purple Passion Vines when they root. Now, they do, oops, dropped one. They do take quite a while to propagate. They don't happen overnight by any means. Some of these sections that have damage in the middle, just kind of setting aside. I'm not going to use those. You want, when you're trying to propagate something, of course, you want to use good sections. You want things to be healthy. You want to start off to a healthy start. So, that's what I'm doing. Alright, I've got quite a few of these started here. Got a lot of my sticks. We'll kind of walk over to where I'm planting, and you'll have to bear with me while I fumble through the correct place for my phone. But yeah, got pots ready here, got my soil ready. I don't have compost ready, forgive me. I'm not perfect. Anyway, for those of you who know the health issues that I'm going through, you're probably wondering how in the hell I'm going to pull this off. Believe it or not, what appears to be the most labor-intensive actually has become the least labor-intensive. So yes, this is me holding soil that is way beyond my weight capacity right now, or my weight allowed limit, should I say. I'd say this soil weighs probably more than a gallon of milk. Right now, I'm not supposed to be lifting anything that weighs more than a gallon of milk. I'm also not supposed to be bent over, which I'm sure by now you realize that I'm bent over to fill these pots. So, about that, customers, you may see a lot of my son. Haven't seen the orthopedic or the OBGYN yet to decide when we're scheduling some surgeries. But yeah, I just kind of flunked out of physical therapy. Not from stubbornness, but because my condition needs surgery, not physical therapy right now. Hoping I get the same physical therapist again. I liked him. He was a good guy. He tried. Just wasn't physically able to do the things he needed me to do. The exercises, etc. So, okay, we've got a little potting soil and everything, and I kind of go around and even stuff out, because obviously pouring it I don't. And you'll notice when I move all of these, I have enough potting soil on the ground on my square here to probably plant easily several more pots, which is exactly what I do. I sit down here and play in the dirt. It's a tough life, but you guys depend on me to do it, right? Somebody took a stupid little thing on Facebook the other day. How high maintenance are you? I got a 3 just because I take a shower every day. You wonder why? Alright. I said I didn't have compost ready, and I didn't. So, retrieved a bag of compost from my wheelbarrow. Throw off the top. Break it open. And what I do with the compost is essentially, don't really pour it like I do the potting soil, because I use so much less of it. Try to get about 1 inch deep or so on top. When pots need to be refilled or fertilizing time for these guys, actually I'll use a potassium fertilizer primarily on them, but they'll get boosts with this compost from time to time, so this is just to get things started. If I had it in the batches that I did yesterday, did about 25 of them yesterday, they all had some Epsom salt in them. I ran out because I put Epsom salt on everything yesterday to fertilize. So, I'm out of that. Okay, our little sticks are right over here, and of course cinnamon side down. Duh. And literally, we're just that's that first stick that we did that has a couple sections on it. Be interesting to see what pops where on that one. And literally, we're just sticking these down in the dirt, even things off, stick them down. After I get completely done with planting for the day, I go back and water, but I don't water in between time. If you followed the page, there's some irrigation issues, and I don't really have the pump on my system right now that I should, but that's okay. We'll rectify that in due time. Okay, we covered that. See the ones that we planted? Little sticks, got a few of those. And now we'll go back to point A. Oh, work area. Get back to point A over here. And we just start the whole process over again. I hope you guys learned something today. It's kind of what I'm going to primarily be doing. No sense in seeing it redundantly, repeatedly. I will come back if I get around to planting anything else. Expected some rain today, so we'll see. Alright guys, talk to you soon. Bye.